I have returned. So one of the comments that I saw in the midst of the ocean of comments of people who said that I look younger and cooler with the Zero Guard, and again, it's been 11 days since I did this, so I'm predicting this is a number 2 at this point. But one of the comments that kind of snuck in there, someone said that I actually look thinner now that I have got rid of the hair. So I want to address that because I haven't talked about that on this channel. I've talked about it on my other channel, Family Friendly Daddy Blog on YouTube. But I actually am lighter. I am thinner. I weigh 11 pounds less than I did 2 months ago. So, you know, by the second week in January, I was 6 pounds overweight. My BMI proved I was overweight. And so I started cutting out empty calories, and now I'm down 11 pounds. So I went from 176 to now 165, and again, I'm 5'9". And there's irony for you. For anyone out there who thinks if you're a vegan you can't get enough protein, and here I'm saying I've been a vegan for 5 years as of this week, and I was overweight in the process. I went down from 176 to 153 when I first became a vegan, and then it gradually went up because I started realizing probably ways that I can sneak in vegan ice cream and vegan cake and vegan cookies, because they make vegan everything now. And I guess I had so much of it that I've had to cut down out of the processed foods and find things that don't have such empty calories, and and eating more whole fruits and that sort of thing. So in the process, I've deliberately made that decision, and I have lost weight. So within a 60-day span, I have definitely, well, and actually let me think, yeah, I mean, from the second week of January to the second week of March when this is being filmed, I went from 176 to 165. And on my blog, familyfriendlydaddyblog.com, I have written about this. I've showed pictures, I've shot videos, and proved, because I didn't want in hindsight to think, you know what, was I just being too hard on myself? Did I really used to weigh 176? But I proved it on video and pictures. I even have a video where I have the camera and then I move the camera down, show my feet on the scale so that you can see back, you know, the second week in January, I really did weigh 176. And now, second week in March, I really do weigh 165. I really have lost 11 pounds over that amount of time. So I am thinner. And I knew that going into it. I knew the second week in January that I was overweight, and I thought, you know what, by the time March rolls around, my TV special will air. I won't be legally bound to having a certain hairstyle anymore. And but my thing is, I didn't want to get rid of the hair and then still have that extra weight. For me, I thought, especially if I'm going to minimize the hair situation, I want to be in more optimal physical shape. And granted, at this point in my life, I don't care about working out as far as having muscles and all that stuff. I mean, I know that you can't understand where I'm coming from, but I am married. I have 2 kids. I'm a stay-at-home dad who works from home. I do these videos, and it's just not a priority for me to go to the gym, because going to the gym for me is not going to make me more money. Creating better content on my blog and both of my YouTube channels is going to actually help me more. And talk about the hair, that's what helps me. So for you personally, if you're younger and losing your hair sooner and you're going with the Zero Guard, of course you should go to the gym and work out and have muscles. That's going to really enhance things for you. But anyway, the point being, I cared more about losing weight and slimming down and keeping this new, stricter version of being a vegan, so that I feel optimize some words I can't say, and obviously see certain words. Of course, I didn't grow up with Dragon Ball Z. Of course, I'm not know how to say veggie. I feel weird saying that. So there we go. I am slimmer, and I probably will continue to get a little bit slimmer as I continue being very conservative in my vegan lifestyle. So, and again, the obvious twist on this is, so much of the world thinks that vegans don't get enough protein. I actually gain fat, and I went from just 2 pounds shy of what I was back when I ate meat and eggs and dairy and all that, 178. I got back to 176 on a vegan diet. So now I'm slimming back down, because for me, it goes hand in hand that if you're gonna get rid of your hair, you wanna be a slim guy too. And even better, be a muscular guy. But I think that there's definitely, and I've read this in magazine articles recently, that what's not in anyway is just being this big, bulky, just ton gorilla muscle kind of guy. What is actually in is something more natural and organic, and what females actually tend to find truly attractive is a guy who is lean and has some definition. So that's good for a lot of people, because that means you don't have to go slave away at the gym constantly and drink all this whey power protein and because then it's not even natural anymore. When you're having to force all this protein and chemicals in your body and cholesterol. See, as a vegan, I consume 0% of my daily cholesterol. And I think it's so extreme that it's not, I think it becomes less attractive. Just like with a girl, if she's wearing so much makeup and she's so dolled up and fixed up, and it comes to a point where it seems just a bit over the top, and there's less. And I've read articles too that show that men typically are more attracted to a girl who has more of a natural look. And I think the same goes for girls being attracted to the guy. You know, sure, you want to present the best image of yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to overdo it. So that being said, if you're going to the gym, it's all about having a slim physique, having some definition, but you don't want to be the guy who, after he works out, walks around like this and has, wears the sleeveless shirt just so because you got to, that's vanity. You want to be subtle in all of this. You want to be subtle. And I've said before, you get a new t-shirt, you don't talk about it. You get a new, whatever you get that's new, you don't talk about yourself as far as your physical. You wait for other people to acknowledge it, and then that's your confirmation of, okay, that's working for me. Not that you need the confirmation of, oh, I need that for my self-esteem, but okay, the population seems to do well with this. They said I look good in black or whatever it is, and it's funny because there's certain, I tend to look better in more tropical colors, which is kind of strange to me, but anytime I wear a more vibrant color, people always compliment, and they say you can pull that off. So even purple, I wouldn't naturally gravitate toward wearing purple, but people say I look good in it. And same thing with aqua, same things like that. So I know there's a lot in this video, a lot of things to and ultimately this was just a video to talk about me slimming down on purpose. But at the same time, I recognize that working out in a gym is a big part, if you're younger than me and have less hair, to do. But my advice to you, my suggestion, is to not overdo it on that. Don't make your life the gym. Go get your definition. Being slim and active and defined is good. Anything beyond that's going to be excessive. That, to me, I think is perceived as an ego issue. When a guy walks around like this, showing off his muscles all the time, sure, people go, wow, that guy's got a lot of muscles. But there's a point where it's overkill and it's not actually seen as attractive, and you could actually be seen as vain. So I'm saying all this because this is good news for you, because you don't have to work as hard as you think that you have to work. And granted, if you are the age I think you are, in your late teens, early 20s, you don't have the responsibilities and commitments that I have, to where going to a gym is part of your normal lifestyle anyway, so it all works out. So yes, I have lost weight. I've lost 11 pounds within 2 months by cutting out empty calories, eating more fruits, switching back to balsamic vinegar for my dressing as compared to the oil-based. And remember, the whole time for over 5 years this week I've been a vegan. But I became overweight, 6 pounds overweight. So back in January when you were watching those videos, you were looking at someone who was overweight. And I don't even know how long I was overweight. There's a good chance for up to the last year or so or more I was overweight. But since officially in February, the second week in February, I lost 7.5 pounds from January, which meant by February, in the past month, I've actually been in the optimal range. I haven't been overweight since like February 8th or 9th, right? Well, now that this is being filmed like March 8th or 9th, I'm even further. I've lost even more weight. So I've slimmed down. I think it goes well with the look. It helps enhance it. And I am a big advocate of being healthy and fit. But the paradox is, in today's culture, some guys get so obsessed with being muscular that they're not actually even healthier. They consume so many man-made chemicals and cholesterol in their protein stuff that they're not healthy, they're just really strong. I care more about looking good to the best of my ability without going over the top. I'm Nick Shell. What do you think about my words right here? Oh, it's almost 10 minutes long, and now.